So out of Braidwood, is there a correlation between being a defensive end and heavyweight boxer?
Hey, you gotta be ready to mix it up. You know, I learned from some old school guys in the CFL how to play tough, and there was a lot of punches thrown, whether it was in the pile or running down on the play. You know, like you gotta be very tough to play professional Canadian football as well as be a professional boxer.
You haven't been a professional long. You have an 8-1 record, and you had an even shorter, amazingly shorter amateur record in this big fight.
Yeah.
So I guess the next stage now is to sharpen up some of those boxes.
Yeah, you know, Rich has a good game plan. You know, I work with him, and I go to Zuma as well here in Victoria, and you know, there's kind of a game plan set to get some experience and start getting some bigger fights. You know, like I can fight, but I need to sharpen my boxing skills, and you know, that's kind of where Rich comes in, and you know, I've been working with him for a long time, and then I stay here in Victoria, train in Zuma, and you know, everything's going really well.
Okay, of course, you're talking about Coach Rich. You're talking about Rich on stage. So you just been working with him your last fight. It's about 20 weeks or something?
Yeah, about 20 weeks. You know, I drove up there last year and sparred with one of his heavyweights, Shane Andreessen, who had a lot of success in Canada boxing. Amateur, actually had an amateur record. He had a bunch of kickboxing fights as well, and you know, he was a guy I paid attention to. He fought some of the best. He fought Nevin Pavic, he fought Raymond Ottavawali, and both those guys were Canadian champions. And so Rich asked me to come down and spar, or come up and spar, and you know, I was really impressed with how they were doing things. And then for my last fight, my coach Adam Zuchek was out of town for a little while, and I needed some more work, and I'm constantly bettering myself. I train here, I go over to Vancouver and spar with some of my old teammates and some of my old sparring partners. I'm always trying to get better, and so you know, I have to do whatever I have to do to make sure I compete with some of these guys who are at a very high level.
Sure. So what are you doing in Victoria? You moved here, or? Yeah,
I live in Victoria. I moved here about 2.5 years ago, and you know, I wasn't really interested in fighting. I was just kind of training to stay in shape. And someone saw me hitting the heavy bag in the gym. I was like, "You want to fight?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." And that's kind of how my career has gone. Somebody asked me to fight, and I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And that just kind of sparked, you know, me to reach out to some of my old contacts.